Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Leo et je suis un prof de français pour RoLa Languages. I am a French teacher for RoLa Languages. I also teach Chinese and English. So perhaps if you take a class with me, in either of those languages, you might have me. um, this is my first live, so please bear with me. I'm a little nervous and I'm trying to figure all this out. Okay, so I have a few reminders for today before we get into our lesson. And the first one is that this class specifically, this is community French, where it's for all age levels, and we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 in the morning. For this, once again, this is community French. Also, some of my other colleagues, we have other courses running as well if you're interested. We have Children's French, which is at 10:30, and that is by our lovely director, Ed. We also have Children's Spanish, which is at 11 a.m. We also have Community Spanish, which is at noontime, 12 p.m., and that's by our assistant director, Erica. And yeah, so if you're ever interested in learning another language, I think now's the best time. You know, you have these wonderful resources and Facebook, and you have Facebook, which allows you to like, comment, and share on these videos and what have you. So yeah. And once again, I'd like to ask for you guys to like, comment, and share this. And one more thing is to send in topics that you'd like for me to discuss for our future lessons. They could be anything that maybe you have a question about a certain verb and why it's irregular, or you want to learn about how to say, I don't know, something random in French. Just put in the comments below, and I should be able to check those while this video is going on. So yeah, so today I have planned, let me see how I can do this. Let me see. Can I share this? Uh-oh. Shoot. Let me see. Just bear with me for one moment, please. How do I do this? Okay, anyway, so we can't, I don't know how to share it from here right now. But, so I have planned today, I don't know how to, okay, that's okay. So, I'll use my computer. I'll use my whiteboard up here. I'm going to go a little old-fashioned, so bear with me. This whole going online thing is new to all of us, so. Okay, I'm going to use my whiteboard. Hopefully you guys can all see it. Très bien. Alors, let me see. I'm going to make sure that you guys can see it well. Okay. So for the first thing that I want to do today is I want to show you guys, I want to recap the verbs that you have worked on in the past. So in previous lessons with Miss Erica, you have worked on the verb être, right? That means to be. You have also worked on the verb avoir, which means to have. Let me just check if you guys can see this. Give me 1 minute. Okay. And you have also worked on fruits et légumes. And you remember être means to be, avoir means to have, and then les fruits et légumes are fruits and vegetables. So let's go ahead and conjugate the first verb être, just as a review for all of us, as a recap. So we have je, tu, il, elle, on, remember on, nous, vous, il, elle. So for the first part of être, what is the first conjugation for être? Je suis. Très bien. Tu. Tu es. Il, elle, on, est. This is a review, so I'm gonna go a little faster. Nous sommes. So we have nous sommes, and then we have vous êtes, and then this et starts with an e. So we have, in French we call it a liaison, where we have a consonant and then it follows a vowel. So what we do is we go vous êtes. So repeat that after me. Vous êtes. And then we have ils, elles, sont. Sont. That is for the plural part. So remember, these are singular and these are plural. Très bien, très bien. Bon. La deuxième verbe, the second verb that we're going to go over today is the verb avoir. What does avoir mean again? Can somebody tell me in the comments? It means to have. Very good. So first part is we have j'ai. Why do I put an apostrophe here instead of going je? I put an apostrophe because there's a vowel right here. And whenever you have a word in French that has a subject pronoun before, meaning je, tu, il, elle, what have you, mostly for je, you put an apostrophe when it follows an A or an A-E-I-O-U. Okay, so we have j'ai, tu as, il, elle, on a, nous avons, vous avez, ils, elles ont. Très bien, très bien. Bon. I have a few expressions that I can use with this verb. So if I say to you, quel âge as-tu? As-tu? How would you respond to that if I said, quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Well, I would respond to that. I would say, j'ai 21 ans. I have 21 years. In French, you don't say je suis 21, you say j'ai 21. So you would say j'ai apostrophe, AI, insert the number of your age, and then you follow it with en, years. So for me, I am 21 years old. So j'ai 21 ans. That's how I am 21. I have 21 years. Très bien, classe. Très bien. Bon. La deuxième question, the deuxième point that I can talk to you about is, the next thing is, when you say, I'm hungry in French. These are some expressions that we've reviewed in the past class. But, so to say, how do we say, I am hungry in French? Do we remember? Très bien. It's j'ai faim. And you remember, in French, they say j'ai faim because it's almost like you have the hunger. It's not like I am hungry, you have a hunger like inside you. To say I am thirsty, I'm going to write hunger right here. To say thirsty, it's j'ai soif. I have a thirst. Très bien. And then another thing we could say is to say I'm cold or I'm hot. You would say j'ai froid. Très bien, class. What does froid mean? Can somebody say in the comments if you'd like? Froid. It sounds like, right? So it means cold. Très bien. Très bien. So that was avoir. Très bien. And then the last thing I want to review with you before we get into our lesson is les fruits et légumes. Fruits et légumes. Très bien. We did this with Miss Erica last class, but I just want to recap with you. We'll do a few fruits and vegetables. So can somebody? This is going to be kind of like a little quiz. Somebody tell me what is this? An ananas. Qu'est-ce que c'est? An ananas. What is an ananas? Pineapple. Very good. Qu'est-ce que c'est une banane? Une banane. It's very close to English. It means banana. Très bien. Qu'est-ce que c'est une fraise? Une fraise. A strawberry. Très bien. Qu'est-ce que c'est une pomme? Une pomme. An apple. Très bien, classe. Très bien. This is for the fruits. This is for the fruits. And now we're going to go to légumes. Qu'est-ce que c'est légumes? Vegetables. Très bien. Now we're on to légumes. Donc, très bien. We're going to do the first one. Asperge. L'asperge. Qu'est-ce que c'est l'asperge? Asparagus. Très bien. Qu'est-ce que c'est le brocoli? It sounds very close to English. Le brocoli. Broccoli. Très bien. Très bien. Qu'est-ce que c'est un chou-fleur? Un chou-fleur. Cauliflower. It's a really big vegetable nowadays, and what people do is they rice it a lot. So in French, you say riz de chou-fleur. If you want to say if you want to say cauliflower rice, it's riz, R-I-Z, de chou-fleur. Très bien. Très, très, très bien. And one more thing I can add is we learned about the fruits. Is an apple is a pomme, and then how do we say? Une pomme. And how do we say a potato? If you wanna, we can translate this literally as une pomme de terre. Une pomme de terre. So we have an apple of terre. Qu'est-ce que c'est terre? It means, basically, it translates to earth. So une pomme de terre is a potato. Très bien, très, très, très bien. I just wanted to review this with you before we move on to our main lesson today. We're doing a verb today. You have worked previously with Etre et Avoir, and there is another verb that is important to use, to have in French, and it is the verb aller. Aller. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire aller? What does that mean? Aller. It means to go. Très bien. So just like any verb in French, we conjugate it the same way. we started off as je, tu, il, elle, on, and then we can go nous, vous, ils, elles. Très bien. Donc, this is an irregular verb, just like the other two. So it has its own conjugations. So the first one is je vais. Je vais. Répétez après moi. Je vais. Très bien. Tu vas. Tu vas. Il, elle, on va. Très bien. Nous allons. And do you remember, what is this called when we have a consonant and then it follows a vowel? What is that called in French? Because you hear, when I say this, I make almost like a swing, if you want to say it. In French, we call that a liaison. So it's nous allons. Say it after me. Nous allons. Très bien. And then we have vous allez. Vous allez. Vous allez. Très bien. And then the last one is ils, elles. And then the last one is vont. Vont. With the V. Vont. So I have a few sentences we can say. I'll do one simple sentence and then I have a question that I can ask you guys. So we have the first one is je vais, like we have here, je vais à la plage. Je vais à la plage. Qu'est-ce que c'est la plage? Say it in the comments if you would like. La plage. That is the beach. Très bien. And when you have a location in French, you have to put the a. You have to put the a. Très bien. So, je vais à la plage. I go to the beach. Très bien, class. If I had a bigger board, I would be able to write all of them at once, but that's okay. I have a question for you. I can form this in a few ways, but the one way I'm going to form it is with my voice. So I have tu vas à l'école. Tu vas à l'école. Listen to my voice. Tu vas à l'école. There are a few ways to form questions in French. We have intonation, we have inversion, and we also have est-ce que. So this is using my voice, essentially, because we have tu vas à l'école, tu vas à l'école. Listen to my voice, it goes up. The next way I can form it is inversion. So we do this in English, like, you going to go? Like question mark, it's kind of like informal, but this is how it is in French too. So what they do is they go, vas-tu à l'école? Vas-tu à l'école? This is another way to form it. Vas-tu à l'école? And then the last way to form it is with est-ce que. Est-ce que. Est-ce que tu vas à l'école? The est-ce que means basically like what or what. Like, so what are you going to go? Even though that doesn't translate directly in English, that's another way you can form a question. Très bien. So I said, okay, the last question I have is, how do you say, somebody tell in the comments, how do you say how are you in French? Have we learned that before? Have you learned that before? It's a very common phrase in French, and a lot of people who necessarily don't speak French, they know it. So it's comment ça va? Comment ça va? Comment means how. How, it's a question word meaning how. And then ça, with this cedi, it's an accent mark. That means this or how it in this context. Va. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Va in this context. Well, we know that aller means to go, so we go down here, right here, to va. And then that means to go, so it means going. So basically, this is informal, meaning like everyday speech, and you say, comment ça va? Comment ça va? That means, how's it going? Like, how's it going with you? You know? That's informal. And the more formal way to say, how are you in French, is, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? You would use this when you're talking to somebody older than you, or to a professor, or to somebody who is more higher than you, like a boss, or what have you. This is more formal because it uses the subject pronoun vous. And you remember in French that they have two subject pronouns that mean you. Tu et vous. Tu is informal, and while vous is formal. In English, we don't have that, but in French, we do. So we have comment allez-vous and comment ça va. Comment ça va? Comment ça va is informal. How's it going? Comment allez-vous is formal. So you would say that, like I said, you would say that with like teachers and everybody who you come in contact with if you want to be polite. Très bien, très bien. I think, let's see, how long? Très bien. Alors, this wasn't ideal because I set up on Zoom, but then the Zoom wasn't working for me, so I had to kind of do a little old school with my whiteboard and everything. But I hope today's lesson was very informative, and if you have any questions, feel free to direct them in the comments, and I will respond. Okay? Bonne journée à vous, et the next meeting is jeudi. À jeudi. So if you want to say see you next Thursday, it's à jeudi. So I will be having my next meeting, my next class on Facebook Live through RoLa on this Thursday coming up, which will be the 4th at 8:30, same time, same place. So come join me if you want to learn some more French. All right, bonne journée à vous. Merci beaucoup.